Good afternoon, YouTubers. T-Square with T-Square Talks. Hope everybody's having a great day. Today is Saturday morning. We're just going to be talking a little bit about gold and silver. It's been frustrating a little bit lately. Not just the gold price, but just the whole YouTube thing. I've been watching a lot of videos on YouTube, and I'm hearing just the numbers just get, ridiculous. You need to hurry up and buy silver. Silver's going to 1,000, going to 5,000. Gold's going to 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000. I mean, the numbers are just, to me, ridiculous. I mean, will they go that high? I mean, yeah, they will eventually, but not anytime soon. You're not going to wake up this week, next week, this year, and all of a sudden that's it. The only way that's happening is if just everything just totally collapses and your dollars are worthless. We're going to talk a little bit about that in today's video. If you guys enjoy the video, help me out by hitting the thumbs up button. Lately, YouTube, I'm telling you, does not like me. My subscriber base has been locked. That number that I'm sitting on has been locked at this number for literally like a week now. And I don't get it. I actually seen it go up, and then I ended up shutting it off, checked again, and it came back down. I'm like, what in the world? But enough about that. It might just be a topic they don't really want people talking about, but I don't know. Unless you're going to spew numbers that are just so outrageous when they don't happen, people get frustrated. And that's what I don't want happening. I don't want people to get frustrated. Investing in gold and silver, it's not get rich quick. You're not going to get rich overnight. Let's just say it like that first. If gold happens to go to some astronomical number, or silver happens to go to some astronomical number, you have to understand that your dollars, your job, your retirement, it's all worthless at that point. There is no way that we are going to see a super high number and everything is just going to be trucking along as business as usual. I'm going to give you a scenario for a quick minute. The stock market collapses and, maybe gold and silver comes down right off the bat that first day. And Bitcoin comes down too. Everything comes down. Bitcoin's going to come down even harder when you think about it. A lot of people disagree with that, but I think it's going to come down even harder because what's easier to sell? Well, really, Bitcoin's the easiest thing to sell. Cryptocurrencies is the easiest thing to sell. I can tell you when I need money, that's the first thing I would sell. Why? Because it could be a Saturday night. It could be the middle of the night. It doesn't matter. I can hurry up. I can dump some crypto and have the money in my bank within a couple days. And so, don't think for a minute that that's not going to take a hit. And silver and gold, the paper will get sold off. When stuff collapses, you'll see that happen. You'll see drastic drops. But then I guess you can say the smart money is going to step in and they're going to buy that up. They're definitely going to buy up gold and silver because they recognize it. It's not just that it's an industrial demand item. It's also that it's a hedge against inflation. It's a preserve your wealth type of metal. If that happens, it's not going to be long after that we're going to see the price go up. And to think that everything is going to be hunky-dory, it's not going to be. You're going to probably end up losing your job. Why? Because if the economy tanks, you can bet stock prices are going to fall. You can bet that, and some people are going to say, well, my company is a small mom and pop company. It doesn't have stocks, but even that's going to collapse too. And I'll tell you why. If big companies all of a sudden shut down because the economy is just tanking and they're not producing, then it's not just going to be them laying off. They're going to lay off. Well, now those families that work there are not going to be eating out as much. They're not going to be going to the restaurants. They're not going to be doing as much stuff. Will they still need to go to the grocery store? Yes. But everybody is going to be buying and spending a whole lot tighter. Once you realize that things can get ugly, you understand that silver and gold, I don't really want to see it skyrocket. I hate to say that because I know a lot of us want to be rich overnight. I mean, it would be great. I mean, I've got a few ounces. And you know, you have to understand that the society and the world's collapsing. It's not worth it. I mean, what are you going to do with your money if that happens? I mean, yeah, I've got plans that, you know, as that's happening, I'm going to trade some silver in for a house. But think about how expensive food's going to be. Think about how expensive everything we go and buy will still kind of be. Because here's the thing, hard assets, people are going to want. The only thing that's going to really collapse in price is stuff that people just bought and can't afford. And there's a lot of people out there that have been buying stuff they can't afford. New vehicles, nice homes. I mean, I looked at a home a while back. It blew my mind. $500,000. And I said, what is special about it? I looked at a piece of property a little while back. It was only 2 acres. All it had on the property was a swimming pool. And I said, oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. It's a nice location. It's got a swimming pool. How much are you asking for it? $300,000. I said, $300,000 for an empty lot with a swimming pool and a storage shed. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. And there's going to be someone that's going to buy it with the intent that they're probably going to put a house on it at some point. It would be awesome. You know, it's a nice property. It's got, the swimming pool is not just a cheap pool. It's got a little lazy river that goes around, a little island in the middle. It's real pretty. But, you know, people don't understand. Nobody is saving. It seems like people just aren't saving. They're not saving for what's coming. And some people don't think it can come. I talked to someone a while back. Oh, see, the stock market can't go down. It went down, but look, it came right back. It's inevitable. The stock market will never go down for any long period of time. Why? Because people need to have somewhere to put their money. And to a certain point, yeah, I'm sure the Fed loves seeing the stock market absorb a lot of money. Because when Bitcoin is absorbing money, when the stock market's absorbing money, where's that money not going? It's not going to push up prices on food and stuff that's involved in inflation. And I know someone out there is going to be like, well, it doesn't really matter because food's not part of the inflation numbers. Food's not part of it. Energy's not part of it. Housing's not part of it. You know, so what is part of it? Nice clothing, nice, you know, stuff, toys, stuff that people don't need, stuff that people aren't really going to buy when they're broke. And we're seeing stuff happening. Stuff is happening and stuff's getting tighter and tighter. And if you're not preparing, yeah, you're going to be hurting. And this is a video that I know a lot of people that are in the stacking community aren't going to like. Why? Because I'm not filling you up with nonsense about how, you know, instantly, this is your opportunity to be a millionaire tomorrow. No. I mean, would I love that? Yes. I have dreams of it too. And I'm not going to lie, I probably watch those videos. And maybe someday down the road, I will be spewing those videos too. Just because I'll get so frustrated with the way YouTube is. And all of a sudden just say, you know what? Gold's going to $1 million. Buy it now. I mean, it just upsets me when people aren't thinking clearly. Do I think silver and gold is a great buy? 100%. I can honestly tell you, I put a lot of money in precious metals. Some people know that. People that are close friends of mine that watch the channel. I put too much. I had one of my good channel members, good friends, a member of the channel, and he said, you know what? All you got to do is just stop buying silver and gold for a couple months, and you could have whatever you want. Literally, you want to go to the Philippines? You could go. It wouldn't be that difficult. But you spend a lot on precious metals. And I do. I actually just got a package in a few minutes ago. Well, earlier today. Another 100 ounces. It was 100 ounces. You guys know I put away the legendary warriors. And I picked up a 100-ounce box of them. Why? Because there's going to be... I'm going to have 100 sets of them when the set is over. We're only on coin 7 out of 15. I'll be honest, when silver jumped up to 32, I was getting a little nervous. I was like, man, if silver goes to 50 That's going to be an expensive 100 ounces just to have 100 sets, and you can't stop midway unless you're Obama. I hate to say that like that, but he upset me when we did the dollar coins. I bought a case of every presidential dollar, a whole case of them, $1,000 box. We get through 20 of them, and all of a sudden they announce he was the one that ended that plan under his administration, and all of a sudden they're not going to make any more. Someone out there's going to be like, he didn't decide that. The Fed decided that. The U.S. Mint decided that. It doesn't matter. It was his administration. They decided to quit making them. I was sitting literally on thousands and thousands of dollars in $1 coins, and now I've only got 20 of them. What did I do? I showed you guys the video of me cashing them in. What good is 20 of the presidents? It would have been a great set to have 1,000 of every one, but it didn't go that far. They ended up stopping making them for the public. And if you wanted to get them, you had to pay a lot more money than $1. And I wasn't willing to do that. But, you know, that's about it. I mean, I was just watching a couple of videos where the numbers are just getting so unpredictably high. And like I said, I mean, the dollar can, silver can go as high as the dollar can go low. But is it likely to happen all at once? I mean, will silver double? I have no doubt in my mind we'll see silver double. I have no doubt in my mind that the dollar will get cut in half. It doesn't matter who's in. You know, no matter who's in, they're going to keep printing money. How do we know that? Because both people were already in once. You know, no matter who it is that's in, they want to keep spending and spending and spending. No one's got a plan to beat the debt and take it down. No one's got a plan to strengthen the dollar, to be amazing again, to make it the world reserve currency. It is still the world reserve currency, but no one's got a plan to strengthen that. And it is under attack. And when people realize that it's under attack, then, I mean, who knows? Now, here's the thing, though. With that being said, if silver doubled by the end of the year, would you be unhappy, really? I mean, think about it. Every coin you got, all of a sudden now, you take it to the store and sell it for $60. The coin store, put it on Facebook, put it on eBay, put it wherever. I mean, I wouldn't be complaining. I mean, yeah, I won't be stacking as much because $60 a coin, I'm only going to be buying the necessities, the coins that I have to have for my sets. But people have to understand the direction that things could go and the direction that is likely they will go. Don't think for a minute the Fed is not going to try to fight the collapse of the dollar. And can they fight it forever? No, they can't. But you look at a country like Venezuela, that didn't happen overnight. One day I was bored and I remember tracking what their inflation was. How quick was the Venezuelan bolivar losing value? And you know, it was losing value 5% for the year, 10% for the year, 12% for the year, 15% for the year. And then all of a sudden, the percentages got bigger and bigger. It compounded. And I know someone out there can say, well, the dollar's been losing value for a long time now. And that is true. But it's also been favored for a long time, which means we haven't seen the big hits. Now, a lot of stuff is going to depend on major changes. Are we going to see some major change with some banks going under? Are we going to see some major changes with the digital currency? Are we going to see some major changes with the BRICS nations? I mean, you know, these are things that could drastically have a big hit. But we've also got to play the odds of the likelihood of what's going to happen. You know, I'll be honest, I've been talking about silver and buying silver for 8 years, I think. 8 years. Maybe talking about it for 9. Maybe buying for 9, but talking about it for 8. And, you know, we've been hearing the same story. Silver's going to $1 million. Silver's going to 1,000, 2,000, whatever. It gets frustrating hearing it. And eventually we will see it climb, but it may not happen overnight. Take advantage of the dips. Buy some, but don't let these YouTubers, even me, fill your head with stuff that ain't going to happen right off. You know, I'm seeing more and more people that are getting frustrated because we're not seeing it. That we're not seeing it fast enough. I mean, I tell them, I said, I'm not complaining. I'm up. When I started buying silver, we were talking $15. It's doubled since I've been in. You know, and some people want to spew the comments, oh, it's going back to 15. It ain't going back to 15. It ain't going back to 15. I don't even think we'll ever see under 20 again. I know there's someone out there that's rooting for 26. I mean, 26, I'll be honest. I joke a lot. Could we see it? It's possible. But I can tell you that I just made a bet with somebody on the channel that we won't see 26 before we see 30. And that's my honest belief. And if I'm going to bet on it, I'm going to bet some real silver on it, then that just goes to show that I believe in it. You know, so with that being said, I'm going to wrap up the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you hit the thumbs up button. If you're new to the channel, I hope you subscribe. I don't know what YouTube's thinking right now. They just don't like me. I don't know if they follow my Facebook page or what, and maybe I've been talking too political or something and saying too many things about the Olympics, and now they don't like me. So I don't know what it is. It's just crazy that how all of a sudden it just plunged. I can't believe that I'm being shadow banned for talking about silver, but maybe it's a topic they don't want us talking about. I don't know. Maybe I'm just in a phase where all of a sudden the algorithm just ain't hitting for me. With that being said, I thank y'all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you guys again tomorrow. And have a great one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.